Welcome back to The Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, a controversial proposal to offer undocumented immigrants in-state tuition. If you've been listening to talk radio, et cetera, a lot of people have been talking about this. The proposal is meeting some resistance, but there's one group that's strongly pushing for the change. Under the proposed policy change, undocumented high school graduates in Rhode Island would be able to go to college at RIC, CCRI, or URI at the reduced tuition rate. That's the in-state rate instead of the out-of-state rate. And there's a significant monetary difference there. The change would go into effect in fall of next year. State Senator Juan Pichardo has been advocating for this policy change, while members of the Rhode Island for Immigration's law enforcement are fighting it.
It's not the fault of an immigrant child that comes to the United States or Rhode Island by a parent that was seeking a better life, and when they graduate high school, there's a barrier.
My heart goes out to kids that study hard and do good in school, but they're still illegal aliens.
Now, 12 states have already passed similar laws, but Rhode Island would be the first to make it a matter of policy. The Board of Governors for Higher Education will be voting on that policy change next Monday. All right, let's start with the basic question. I mean, do you think these kinds of students should be able to attend college at the reduced rate?
No.
Michaela?
No.
I think Mr. Gorman, where he said, you got to be careful here because this is a very touchy subject. What he said, if you're illegal, okay, that is what the word is. I think we've been had this debate before when this was a big topic for a prior presidential election before the war and the economy and all that came about. Documented citizens, Americans, people that are Americans have trouble getting financial aid.
Yeah.
So,
but they're not getting financial aid. They're getting it at the in-state rate. So the alternative would be the out-of-state rate. Why should they have to pay out-of-state rate?
Which is extreme, though. The difference between
like
in-state and out-of-state.
Right?
Yeah, but why should they have to pay out-of-state? They live in-state.
But they don't.
We're not giving them a discount. We're just saying you don't have to pay the out-of-state rate. You should pay the in-state.
But that is a discount.
But they live in Rhode Island.
But they're not residents of the United States.
Here's the thing. I had a problem with this, too, until I read this. Undocumented students have to file an affidavit with the college saying that they have taken action to legalize their status.
Taken action to do it.
Okay.
They plan on doing it. They're going to try and do it.
All right. Well, I think there needs to be a little bit stronger then, because that's the problem I have. I don't think they should go for 4 years and still be an illegal alien. I think there should be a statute of limitation or something saying within the first year or however long it, I don't know how long it takes to become a naturalized citizen.
No.
I don't know.
But if you are old enough to be making that conscious decision of whether or not you want to go to college and attend a university somewhere, you should be smart enough, and you should also have the responsibility to make yourself a citizen.
I agree 100%.
Well, that's why there should be that affidavit saying I'm going to do it.
I have a big...
You need to say you're in the process of doing it. Like, there needs to be
That's what I'm saying. Well, there's an affidavit. It's not like a letter just saying, I want to be an American. It's an affidavit. There's a difference.
It's like being unemployed, collecting unemployment, and saying that you're really looking for a job, and you might not be. You might be greasing the system. What is the... How do you police that? How do you know that they're actually trying to become an American citizen? You got to be careful.
I know, I understand.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? Again, at the face value of it, I agree. It's no. But when you look a little bit deeper into some of the benefits of doing this, I mean, the person becoming a college graduate. You know what I mean? And instead of maybe sitting, they know that the high school diploma is their last step.
Here's the
thing. They can't go any further.
Here's the thing about illegal immigration.
Yeah.
I think it's almost too late to change the rules.
I know.
If you know what I mean?
It's been too easy.
It's been too easy for too long, and it's happened for too long. You just can't all of a sudden put up a wall around the United States and say, sorry, you didn't get in time. The membership's closed. Here's your waiting list. It's beyond that point. So, we have to live with what we've been dealt. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make the adjustments.
It starts at birth too. So many illegal immigrants coming to America to have their babies at our hospitals. It starts at birth. And it's too easy
and
at birth.
And that's where you kind of feel for them. It's the parents that have brought up a lot of these children the wrong way.
But
they haven't taken action.
Mr. Gorman put it best when he said they come here for a better life, and they're illegal. There are people that are legally here that are also trying to have a better life, and maybe not in this situation. There are other ways that they are unable to because they just can't. And
again,
the priority should be focused on people who are documented American citizens. That's my point.
Well, my point is they're not getting a free ride, they're just getting in-state tuition.
I'm just
I think
saying,
everybody's
as a
thinking
blanket
like, you're getting a
statement-
free ride,
No,
and you're
no,
getting
no
this
one's
major
saying about
discount. It's
free.
just we're saying in-state tuition.
No one said anything about free.
Okay, maybe free ride wasn't appropriate, but you know what I mean, like a discount of some sort.
Let's
All
take
right, we
a
have
ride
to move
over to
on
the tech center.
before we get into a fight, Patrick and I.
Oh, we'd never fight.
Never.
Not during the buzz, right?
Never.
We all get along during that time. We have so many comments. There's about 19 on Facebook right now, so I'm trying to weed through them. I will tell you there's one person who is in favor of the proposal, if that tells you anything so far. So here's a look at our live blog. This one is from Guest. They said, give us legal taxpayers a discount break first for education. And then Tripp said, while I think they should be given care if hospitalization or similar care is needed, I must say I disagree with diverting funding to them for college education. Let's take a look at our web poll today and what we're asking. Should undocumented students be eligible for in-state tuition rates? A, yes, they should have the same rights. B, no, it's against the law and not fair. So right now we're going to take a look at the Facebook page. We'll try and breeze through some of these comments. This first one here is from Keely. She said, let's help our citizens here by helping with student loan forgiveness or by offering this to U.S. citizens. Stavin Joy said, if you are not in this country legally, you don't deserve financial help or any benefits. And then Val Zupe say, I say yes, if a student living in Rhode Island goes to a Rhode Island state school, they should pay in-state tuition rates. And then Kayla Paquin says, I just can't up and leave and go to school in Europe without some sort of visa, so why do they get a break? Lots of comments here. If you're on Facebook now checking out all those changes we talked about earlier, leave a comment on our Facebook wall. Maybe we'll read some more at the end of the show.